HMCS William Hall, a Harry DeWolf-class Arctic and offshore patrol ship, has recently returned to Halifax after completing a 46-day expedition spanning 8,497 nautical miles through the Northwest Passage, a route growing increasingly navigable as Arctic ice recedes. This deployment, part of Operation Nanook Tuugaalik, underscores Canada's commitment to maintaining sovereignty over its northern waters while strengthening operational readiness in the region. Unlike previous symbolic Arctic deployments, this mission was a comprehensive demonstration of multi-agency and allied cooperation, combining maritime patrols, joint exercises, and community outreach across remote locations in Nunavut. The operation reflects both Canada's evolving strategic posture in the Arctic and the expanding role of the Royal Canadian Navy in asserting a sustained presence in this critical environment. The ship's design exemplifies a balance between endurance, versatility, and adaptability. Measuring 103.6 meters in length and displacing approximately 6,600 tons, William Hall is rated Polar Class 5, enabling it to traverse 1-meter thick ice at about 3 knots while maintaining 17-knot speeds in open waters. Its diesel-electric propulsion system, powered by 4-man generators driving twin electric motors, offers efficiency, redundancy, and precise maneuvering capability in icy conditions. Additional features such as retractable fin stabilizers, a bow thruster, and ice reinforcement forward to Polar Class 4 standards allow the vessel to sustain operations far from support facilities while preserving hull integrity in brash ice and first-year ice environments. The combination of these engineering solutions ensures that the ship can operate continuously in the Arctic without requiring frequent resupply or escort, providing a foundation for extended sovereignty patrols and rapid response missions. While William Hall carries a stabilized 25mm Mk-38 remote weapon system and machine guns for deterrence, its true strength lies in its sensor suite, aviation support, and modular mission capabilities. Long-range surface surveillance is provided by Thermoscanter 6002 radars, while Kelvin Hughes Sharp-I X and S-band navigation radars, along with a modern IFF system, maintain situational awareness even in adverse weather. The ship's navigation and mission management are integrated through the Blue Knot inertial system and CMS 330, allowing precise coordination of small boats, boarding teams, and collaborative operations with the Coast Guard and RCMP. A large flight deck and hangar accommodate the CH-148 Cyclone helicopter, extending the ship's reach for radar, EO/IR surveillance, vertical replenishment, and casualty evacuation in regions without landing infrastructure. Together with 2 rigid-hull inflatable boats and a 12-meter multi-role workboat, William Hall can project maritime domain awareness and constabulary capabilities far beyond its hull. Flexibility is further enhanced by the ship's configurable mission bay, which can accommodate ISO containers for hydrographic equipment, unmanned aerial vehicle workshops, dive systems, or disaster relief supplies. The vehicle bay is capable of transporting pickup trucks, snowmobiles, and all-terrain vehicles, enabling operations ashore on ice or gravel surfaces. Cranes with lifting capacities up to 20 tons, along with additional stores cranes, allow self-loading in remote communities and facilitate sustained presence without relying on local infrastructure. These features made William Hall an ideal platform for Operation Nanook Tuugaalik, which combined military exercises, allied coordination, and extensive engagement with isolated Arctic communities such as Coral Harbor and Rankin Inlet. The mission highlighted William Hall's dual role as both a sovereignty asset and a flexible operational platform. Although not designed as a frontline warship, the vessel's armament and sensor suite provide credible deterrence against non-state threats, from illegal fishing to smuggling operations. The combination of high-precision sensors, boats, and helicopter support allows the ship to conduct compliant boarding operations even in harsh sea states or extreme temperatures that would immobilize smaller patrol craft. Diesel-electric propulsion and abundant onboard power further enable persistent radar, communications, and UAV operations, ensuring continuous maritime domain awareness. Previous missions, including counter-narcotics operations in the Atlantic and Caribbean that resulted in the seizure of over 1.5 metric tons of cocaine, demonstrate the ship's capacity to adapt to multiple operational theaters without requiring heavy escort support, maximizing fleet utility between Arctic seasons. Operation Nanook Tuugaalik also emphasized Canada's whole-of-government approach to Arctic security. The mission involved close collaboration with the Canadian Army, RCMP, Coast Guard, and allied navies, reflecting the necessity of integrating maritime, land, and air capabilities in an environment with limited infrastructure and high operational risk. Beyond demonstrating force projection, the deployment provided training in surveillance, emergency response, search and rescue, and humanitarian support, ensuring that both personnel and systems are capable of responding to a wide range of scenarios. This comprehensive approach underscores the evolution of Arctic operations from ceremonial flag-showing missions to realistic, multidimensional exercises that test operational readiness and interagency coordination. Community engagement formed another key component of the deployment. Visits to remote Inuit communities allowed the crew to deliver supplies, provide emergency services, and strengthen civil-military relations. These interactions not only support local populations but also help to establish trust and cooperation in areas where Canadian sovereignty is most tangible yet logistically challenging. The ability to deliver aid and maintain a visible presence demonstrates the ship's unique value as both a military and civil resource in the High North. The combination of operational versatility and social outreach ensures that Canada can maintain a persistent footprint in a region increasingly affected by climate change, commercial traffic, and geopolitical competition. Strategically, the deployment highlights Canada's response to emerging challenges in the Arctic. The region is seeing greater accessibility due to melting ice, which in turn has accelerated commercial shipping, resource exploration, and the potential for geopolitical friction among global powers. Operation Nanook Tuugaalik was not simply a patrol but a rehearsal for multinational cooperation and rapid response in an increasingly contested domain. The presence of Allied submarines, Russian ice-capable ships, and other international actors in the Arctic requires that Canada maintain both a visible and capable fleet able to monitor activity, respond to incidents, and assert sovereignty efficiently. Commander Scott Kellerman noted that the operational experience gained will directly inform future Arctic missions, reflecting the shift from occasional demonstrations to routine, sustained operational practice. In addition to asserting sovereignty, the deployment illustrates the broader utility of the Harry DeWolf-class vessels. Their combination of ice-capable hulls, long-range endurance, modular mission spaces, and sensor-rich systems allows the Royal Canadian Navy to project presence across vast areas without the need for large surface combatants. By integrating aviation support, unmanned systems, and advanced communications, these patrol ships serve as multipurpose platforms capable of addressing threats ranging from environmental disasters to criminal activity and potential military challenges. William Hall's performance during Operation Nanook Tuugaalik reaffirms its role as a force multiplier for Arctic operations, providing both deterrence and rapid response capability in a region where time and access are critical factors. The return of HMCS William Hall to Halifax marks the completion of a deployment that is both operationally significant and strategically symbolic. It demonstrates Canada's ability to operate independently and collaboratively in the Arctic while reinforcing the country's commitment to sovereignty, security, and community engagement. The lessons learned from this mission will shape future deployments, ensuring that the Royal Canadian Navy's Arctic Fleet remains an effective instrument for maintaining presence and responding to emerging challenges in northern waters. As Arctic routes become more navigable and global interest in the region intensifies, the capabilities and operational experience demonstrated by William Hall provide Canada with a sustainable model for asserting influence and ensuring security in a complex, evolving environment.